Hi, this is Maralyn Hill, and I'm here today for a Where and What in the World interview, and I'm talking to Pat Durocher, and her company is extremely interesting, and I'm going to let Pat introduce herself and tell you a little bit about her company.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. Firstly, here we are in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it's a beautiful summer day at a golf resort, and this is actually one of the venues that we as Global Cynergies support. Global Cynergies is a hotel and venue selection company. We work with companies, associations, any organization that plans meetings with 10 room nights or above, and we assist them in sourcing and contracting the appropriate venue. On average, we've saved our clients between 10 and 25%, and I think our niche is in the global marketplace. We have about 50 people all over the world, and although our headquarters is in North America, here in Scottsdale, 60% of our business is outside of North America. So we work with a lot of the global companies who are planning meetings, events, trainings, product launches, educationals all over the world. And we not only source the venue, but we assist in the contract negotiations.
Well, Pat, your representatives are from all over the world too, right? So you have feet on the ground where they're needed.
And I like to say it's not where we're located, it's what we know. We utilize some very sophisticated technology platforms, so we are connected. And although we have people all over the world, it's interesting because, as an example, we have an associate who is in Budapest, who's from the UK, who's done business all over Europe. So although she is located in Budapest, a lot of her clients are from the UK. And we have people here in Scottsdale who their main client base is Washington, D.C. So I always say it's information, it's a dime a dozen, you can get it everywhere. It's changing that information into knowledge. And I think our group has very practical knowledge that turns into savings of time and money for our clients.
I need to interject here. I met Pat at AIME when we were both in Melbourne, and we were both looking for the same thing, effective destination sites and what makes them look effective. And for meeting planners, I see that just as you hire a destination management company, her firm can easily help save you a lot of time. And what about some of the trends that are happening now? What do you see happening?
Well, for the last couple of years, it's been pretty difficult, for a lot of companies, as many of you know. And we have seen some loosening of budgets, for sure. And, I always say business means meetings, and meetings are business, both sides. And whereby we're seeing emerging technology play a vital role. What do I mean by that? Well, utilizing social media. You've got PDAs. You've got ways that companies talk about where their meetings are being held, and ROI and corporate social responsibility. So all of that is starting to have a play here as we've seen the industry start to expand again, which is good for everybody. We have seen the thought process of what really is green meetings. A lot of people are talking about it, but what does it really mean? And in many cases, each company can start small. A simple thing of changing bottled water to pitchered water, looking at various avenues. So there's a lot of things going out there, and where we've seen acronyms maybe a couple of years ago, they're no longer acronyms. People are actually executing that. What we see now, too, being explored is the emerging technology.
And you stay up on that. Your system is phenomenal.
Oh, we have to, actually. One of the things I forgot to mention, which is probably a very important part, is that working with us does not take away anything that a planner or anyone at that organization who is planning the meetings, but most importantly, it doesn't cost anybody it doesn't cost the company anything to work with us. We are paid by the venue, and we are very objective. We don't get rates. We're very, very transparent in how we do business. We get quotes, we give a competitive bid, and then we make our planner's job very easy by giving a comparison report. And we pretty much have a best practice. Everybody around the world who works with us pretty much executes that same best practice.
And it's a win-win then for planners. They don't need to view you as a threat.
Absolutely not. Yes.
And they may not need to take as many site inspections, but they can give the powers that be in the organization, the decision makers, a better assortment of options.
And that's a very good point. Many times, especially if you're in North America going outside, you'll use your NSOs, your national sales people, to just put you in on that particular brand. Because of our globalness and what we know, there are many clusters, there are many independents around the world that I would say, without any hesitation, in some cases are better than the national brands you may have considered, but those won't be part of an option. So what we do is we give you options, we know what your goals are, and then not only that, we look at what is customary in that particular market that you may be going in. You may be used to be paying for setups, and in some markets, you may not have to pay for setups, but they know you're used to paying for them, so they'll charge you in the competitive bid that, and we'll know that that's not customary practice and take that out. So, there's the world is getting smaller, but on the other side, there's a lot to know about all of those destinations and basically how to price a meeting.
And I think that the benefit is to know, especially when you're dealing outside the U.S. If you're a U.S. firm going outside, you want someone that understands the country that they're going to and is going to be able to negotiate the best deal for them there.
Yes. And it's a changing landscape. Here, even in the United States, it is. Keeping up with what hotels are, what you can basically get in concessions or value, and changes, whether it's a city center or whether it's a let's go to a suburb, or depending upon the location and the timings and just what's going on with that particular brand, it changes instantaneously.
Well, even free wireless.
Oh, absolutely. Or even knowing what chains and what brands, it's very, very frustrating for a delegate to pay $25, or in Europe sometimes $40 a day just to have wireless connectivity. And we all know we've got to be connected.
Yeah.
So because of that changing landscape, how can anybody possibly keep up with that, whether you're here in the United States or whether you are outside of the United States? And for us, it's what we do, it's all we do. Now, we aren't meeting planners, although we're comprised of some in some cases. We don't take all the elements of your program. We really are a very niche player in the venue and site selection part of it.
Well, Pat, where do people find out more about your company?
They can go to our website, which is globalcynergies.com, Cynergies with a C. I'm sure Maralyn can give you some information as well if you would like to reach out to us. But we're here to assist, and we'd love to work with you.
And what's your telephone number?
It is +1 480 513 0827.
Well, thank you very much. As a former meeting planner, I'm excited to hear this, because it's anything that can cut the initial work is always a good thing. So thanks again.
Thank you, Maralyn.